I can see the comments.
Couldn't find.
Hi everyone, good evening, and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. Thank you, Veronica and Stace, for having us today. I'm Kelly Francis.
And I'm Cheryl Francis.
And we'll be with you for the next hour. We'll do a mixture of card readings and mediumship this evening. I'm just waiting to see if there's any comments. So if you are there, please do say hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Marianne. Nice to see you. Hi, Cornella. Hi, I'm Lulu. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to use my goddess cards this evening. I think Cheryl might have the same pack. They're actually a gift Cheryl got me for Christmas. So I thought I'll use these because they are beautiful cards. So if you would like a card, if you just put your name in the chat for me, please. Hi, Missy. Hi, Angel. Sorry if I'm missing any of you. It goes so quick. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Biscuits and Gravy. Hi, Billy.
Hi, Pamela.
Okay, Billy, I'm going to come to you if that's okay. I'm going to pull your card and see what I get. This is Billy Diamonds. Okay, you've got the insight card come out for you. And you've got the spiritual insight, okay? And I just feel that there's been a lot go on for you, Billy, over the last couple of years, I want to say, okay? And I feel at the moment things are starting to move forward. I don't know if you can understand that. I'm feeling that you've kind of had to move on from a situation. And just know that you have got the strength, okay? Because I feel sometimes you feel, can I do it? And, you know, I do have a lady stepping forward for you, and I do feel her on a very motherly energy at the moment. She'd been quite reserved, very softly spoken. Not too tall, bless her, but she smiles about that. She's, I was small. So I don't know if you can understand. I actually feel this is grandmother, but I just get that motherly feel with her as well. She does make reference to April. I don't know if you can take April as a name, but April is a significant month as well there. She's given me the 17th and the 19th for a passing birthday or anniversary. And she's talking about a bracelet. I don't know if you can understand. This lady would have had a bracelet that would have got lost. And she would have always sort of played with this bracelet, bless her. I do know that it had little charms on it as well. And she's talking about a gate bracelet that was given to her, I feel, from her husband, that she passed down in the family as well. She talks about music with yourself, Billy. I don't know if you understand where you used to always listen to music, used to go out to events and gigs and things, but she's just bringing that in, saying it's had to be put on hold, and she wants you now to start putting that music back on, because it's where you enjoy it, if you know what I mean. Okay, I do have a gentleman coming in that stands really close to her, and I do feel him again on a father link. They're not saying exactly who they are, I'm just hearing father link with him. Okay, I do feel very sorry, just bear with me because my words are muddling as well. So I know his speech would have got quite muddled towards the end. He is granddad, he's telling me, grandfather. He would have been extremely well spoken. I do feel this is her husband. So I don't know if you can understand this gentleman. He would have had a problem with his right knee. He tells me about the military connections. He's also talking about his medals that were passed down in the family. There's one in particular that someone can't get their hands on. I don't know if you can understand that. It's been misplaced then, okay? And he's talking about birth certificates. I don't know if you understand that someone's been looking up the family, but I'm seeing birth certificates, okay? And there's also a depot. Do you understand that, Billy, that information? I do know this gentleman would have had shortness of breath as well because he's placing that on me quite heavy, and he's taken me to the lung area with that, okay? I don't know if you can understand where they found like a shadow on his lung. But, so he's saying he had to have injections, bless him, for quite a while. But his passing was very sudden. I do feel with this gentleman, he would have got things in order because as he's talking, he's like, you know, this had to be done, that had to be done. And he's saying that you need to do a little bit of that organising now, Billy, to be able to move forward, okay? He says, you know, just organise yourself and it's going to get less stressful. He says you take a few steps forward and it's a bit chaotic. He's saying because it's not organised. He says if you organise it, it's not going to be like that, if that makes sense, Billy. I am going to leave both their love with you and thank you for working with me.
That's lovely, Kelly. Oh, I've just lost where I am now. Oh dear, sorry, my phone's am I still on the screen, Cal?
You are.
Okay.
So if we could have names up, please, for readings, and then Cheryl will go to where she's drawn.
Perfect.
So you got biscuits and gravy. I am Lulu.
Just having a quick look.
Marianne Harris.
Right, sorry, just bear with me. I am looking. If you guys can spam your names in the chat. I have
Can
got
you
the
see
chat
the
open.
comments?
Yeah, I can. I've just turned the comments
Brilliant.
on. That's why I can't see myself. Can I come to Davy Jones, please, if that's okay? Is it okay if I work with yourself? Davy Jones, are you there? Oh. Hello, Davy Jones. Davy, as I'm connecting with you, my darling, I've got two cards that have come out for you. I've got the dance card and I've got the balance card. This is just making reference as this card's come out with the dance. I'm seeing that at the moment you're a little bit within yourself at the moment, that you've kind of become a little bit of a hermit, so you're kind of keeping yourself indoors a lot more than usual. Would that make sense to you, my darling? Just because that's when this card usually comes out, it's just saying that you're not doing the things that you used to do and you're kind of keeping yourself a little bit homebound more so than normal. Would that make sense to you, my lovely? Yes. Okay, sweetheart. Your loved ones in spirit are saying that it's time for you to start getting a little bit more outside, connecting with nature, connecting back in with those earthly, go touch some grass. Sorry, the way I say that. It is time to start getting yourself back in with the nature, my darling, and getting yourself back in with the balance as well, and getting yourself in a bit of a rhythm and a routine. Davey, as I'm connecting with you, I have a gentleman that comes through very, very fatherly. If it's not father, I need to say grandfather. I need to, this gentleman would have had problems around his breathing. I know he would have needed some sort of oxygen before he passed over. He's coming in, and I know this gentleman would have been quite a stern gentleman when he was on the earth plane, but he was firm but fair as he's stepping forwards. Can you understand the gentleman I have with me, please? He also stands beside a lady that would have been quite a plumpish build when she was here, and I do feel this is Dad's mum. Can you understand Dad's mum in spirit as well, Davey? Just because they're both coming in together, and I think it's quite sweet. I do feel this lady would have been quite an over talker because she's coming in and she's kind of like stopping him talking as she's coming in, but they are very much together and they are very much around you at this time. They are making reference to you back and forwards to appointments, but I am seeing appointments being missed as well, so I don't know if that makes any sense to you, about you're not attending the appointments that you're meant to be going to, or you're not booking the appointments that you're meant to be going to. I also need to say I am being made reference to somebody that's been suffering from problems around their ears on the earth plane. There is healing being sent there for that person. I'm also being made reference with this gentleman that he is bringing in memories where he would have always gone camping. He is showing me tents that he would have put up together himself. So I do feel there was a lot of camping holidays when you were younger. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but he's bringing that in as well. He really liked to be out in the outdoors, and he wants to see you doing that as well, because he wants to see you bringing that back in. The lady that's with him, which I do feel that his grandmother, she's coming in and she's saying home comforts, but she's also showing me all different types of meals that she would have cooked, and everything has cabbage with it. So I know this lady would have always cooked cabbage just because she's bringing it in. I don't feel that you're having enough greens because she's bringing that forward, and she's saying that she wants to see you start eating a little bit more better, because she's saying that you're picking. She wants to see you eating the full meals, my darling. This lady was a feeder when she was on the earth plane, and she's bringing that forwards. She's also taking me to meet in the month of July, the birthdays, persons, and anniversaries. She's also coming in and she is making reference to okay, show me that again, please, sweetheart. Sweetheart, I don't know if you can understand a blanket that was made either for yourself or a little one, because she is showing me that this lady would have made blankets as well. And I do feel this lady would have either knitted or crocheted, because she used to do patch quilts. But I feel this was with knitted, and she used to sit there and sew them together. So I know that she used to make quite big blankets that she's bringing forward. And she is saying that somebody still has one of those blankets now. And she's just bringing that in from memory, because there's been a lot of thought around this lady recently, and I feel there's been a lot of questioning within the family over certain situations. I'm not going to bring that out on a live, but I know there's been a few questions around a certain situation in the family, and a lot of people have been like, oh wow, really? And she's just standing there smiling, because she lived life to the fullest when she was here, she's saying. And again, what doesn't warrant you, sweetheart, send it out into the universe. Don't allow anything that doesn't warrant you to hold you back. As she's bringing that in, because she's saying that you're putting on a lot of pressure on yourself. She is coming in and she is making reference to a pocket watch that was handed down. But I do know that the front of the pocket watch is a little bit broken, because she's showing me that. I don't know if that was grandfather's or dad's, but there was a pocket watch that would have had, it was either indented, or it looks quite indented, or that part's missing on it. I hope you can understand that. I am going to leave their love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you, but just know the love of your loved ones are very much around you, Davey, and they are sending you so much love and upliftment at this point in junction. Much love. Thank you for allowing me to work with you, and I'll hand back over to Kelly.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was lovely. Right, if I can have names up, please, so I can see where I'm going. Thank you. Hi, Gaynor. Hi, Jane. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Abrin. I'm not sure where I'm going. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Missy. So I'm not sure where I'm going. Just bear with me. Biscuits and gravy. Did you say your name's Joe? So the comments come up and they disappear. Okay, Joe, could I work with you, please? I'm going to pull you a card and see what I can get for you, darling. It's for Joe. Okay, I've got the first card that's come out is the abundance card for you. Okay, absolutely beautiful card. It says count your blessings, and the second card is transformation. I love these cards, and it says be open to change. Okay, do you understand where things have had to change quite quickly, Joe? If you can't understand it now, it's within the last 2 years. There's been a situation where things have had to change. I feel you've had to start over again. And I feel you've had to put a lot of work to get to where you are now, but things are starting to move forward for you and you can see the changes, the positive. That's the way I'm being given it. Just need a yes or a no so I can continue, sweetheart. We moved. Okay. And do you understand that you had to start more or less like over again? Okay. Because I just feel there's been a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of time as well has been put into this, is what's coming in. Okay. I want to say the last 5 months, I feel like an exhaustion where you have been tired, but I do feel the next 5 months is going to be more relaxed. But I also want to talk about a holiday coming up as well. So I don't know if you can understand a holiday. I'm getting around April. um I just feel it's going to be a short break, 4 to 5 nights, but that's coming in for you. Okay. I want to give you the name Daisy. I don't know if you can understand that. And I do feel that is on mum's side of the family. I don't know if you can understand Daisy as a grandmother. It, and I want to say, even though that, you know, you've had to make changes, I feel there's still change to come. I don't know if you can understand where a change of job or a change of career, but that's coming in. Okay. I do have a lady stepping in at the moment, and I do know this is Nan on mum's side of the family, sweetheart. Okay. I know Nan would have passed very sudden. I want to say in her younger days she'd been a slightly larger lady, bless her, and towards the end she would have lost a lot of weight. She makes me aware of a cancer condition, but she's also talking about the kidneys. I don't know if you can understand this. And she talks about the children, so I don't know if you can understand children around you at the moment that are changing school. There's a change going on with the children she's talking about. The Daisy, I feel, is a song because I'm hearing the song Daisy, Daisy. I won't sing because everyone will drop out of this live, but she's given me that song. Okay, so I do know she would have sang it around the house, and You Bring Me Sunshine. You don't know about the children. Okay. I feel these are young. This could be to do with your wife and her fact. There's two young children around. She's just around. She's saying there's going to be a change of school. Um, I know this lady would have had hearing problems as well. Oh no, biscuits and I cannot sing. She's talking about there was issues with her ears, but she's talking about someone here that's also got issues with their ears at the moment. I feel like it's blocked. I don't know if you can understand that because they feel quite muffled at the moment. And she's talking about someone's love of swimming. Joe, she's saying that your emotions have been up and down. She says you put a lot of pressure on yourself at times and you expect a lot of yourself. She says, remember, you're just one person and stop beating yourself up, because just take a step back and do things slower. She says, you know, you're rushing all the time. And she just wants to see you having a little bit of you time away from all the stresses and worries. Okay. She is taking me to a band. So I don't know if you can understand a band in particular that's playing in a local pub. I don't know if your wife's been saying let's go and see it, but she's really saying you need to have that good night out. Okay. Um, just bear with me. She's showing me dancing as well, and I'm seeing it as like line dancing. So do you understand that as a memory or linked with your wife? Oh, bless you. She's saying that you've got to slow down for you. And she's, if you can't, you know, when it comes to money and stuff, it will take time, but you're more important than certain things at the moment. So you can feel how tired you're getting. Do you understand the line dancing? She's talking about a watch as well that's significant. I don't know if you can understand this. It's got quite a big face. It's not like a normal sort of gentleman's watch. It's quite big and it's silver. that's significant as well. I do feel this would have been grandfather's watch. I don't know if you can understand that, Joe. I know this lady was quite religious as well because she's bringing in a Bible. And she's also talking about a photograph that used to always be placed at the back of her Bible. You did the dancing, okay. I feel she's just trying to bring them happy memories in and saying, you know, do those things again so you can let your hair down and have a good time, okay. Do you understand where there's concerns at the moment? Okay. Where someone's worrying about going back and forth to hospital. I don't feel it's anything serious, but she's just bringing that in. Just know that she's very much around you, Joe, and she said, I'm so proud of him, okay? And Granddad as well, has stepped in. I don't feel it's anything bad. Just know that she's around you all at the moment, okay? I'm going to leave their love with you. Over to you, Cheryl.
That's lovely again. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get back on the chat and have a look. If everyone could put their names in for me, that would be absolutely amazing. Before I even go to someone, I need to just say it. I literally keep seeing someone having their ears pierced. I feel like someone's just recently had their ears pierced. Danielle, can I come to you, please, sweetheart, if that's okay? Danielle, can you understand someone having their ears pierced recently, please? I keep going to the top of the year. Just before I connect with you. If not, I'm just going to throw it out there and just leave that there because before I had that connection, my love. Can you hear me all right, Kel?
I can do, darling. I've just muted while you was reading.
That's all right. Danielle, are you still there, my lovely?
She says yes, please.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, the chat's not coming up now. It was. There we go. Danielle, can you understand the ear piercing? Lord, and wait, please come out. I can't see Danielle's comments.
She hasn't commented yet, darling.
Okay, sorry. Danielle, the first card I've got for you is the Moon's Law card come out for you. Usually when this card comes out, it does make reference that you're not sleeping properly. I am being made aware that you are being made waking up at maybe 3-4 times in the middle of the night and you have to keep just turning over to try and fall back to sleep. So I am being made aware that you keep getting broken sleep at the moment. Would you understand that, Danielle? Also, Danielle, as I'm connecting with you, my lovely, I keep seeing a lot of moves. So I do feel that you've been moving around quite a lot. And I want to say in the last 8 years that you haven't stopped moving. And I feel this is either within work or within the home environment, my darling. I have been having so many family members visit in my dreams who have passed away. Just note that them coming to say hello and to let you know that they never leave us. I'm being made aware that you've either been moving around quite a lot, or you've changed home quite a lot, or you travel quite a lot. It's just the way that it's making me feel at the moment. I do have a lady that steps forward, and I feel quite motherly with her. If it's not mother, I want to say mum's mum. I am being made aware that at the moment you're going through a little bit of a roller coaster of a situation. But I need to say that things are going to start to slow down just a tiny bit for you. I feel that things are going to start to look a little bit more brighter. The bravery cards come out for you. So I do know when this card comes out, it does make reference that you have gone through the mill and back, my lovely. And I need to say that you're strong, you're brave, and you're amazing. What doesn't kill us only makes us stronger, I need to say as well. That was something that I just heard from the lady. The lady has come forward and she is placing her arms around you. And she's saying that you are such an inspiration of everything that you've had to go through, everything that you've had to see and do. You are amazing in so many words. And I feel quite emotional as she comes in and she's bringing that in. She said that she... this lady's coming forwards, and she says that she wishes that she had the maternal side that you had, my darling, okay, and that you have, because you are such an earthly mother. It's can you understand? You are a mum, aren't you, Danielle? I'm sorry, let me just go. I haven't seen the comments. Oh, mum of four. Okay, perfect. You are such an earthly mother, and it comes natural to you. She wished she had that natural gift, but she did. She said she wasn't a bad mum, but she was a good mum, in her words, and she's bringing that forwards. But she was just very. Everything had to be done, if that makes sense. Everything had to be done, and everything just went so quick as she's bringing that forwards. This lady does show me that she did have quite a lot of confusion before she passed. She's also bringing in, okay, bear with me. Sorry, she keeps placing the confusion on me. My mum wasn't around as she chose a different lifestyle. I am grateful that, okay, that's what she's brought in then, my darling, because I was trying to do it in a way where I wasn't going to bring that. Okay, okay. Obviously, mum has regrets or along those lines, my darling, but she is bringing that forwards, and she's so proud of the person that you have become. She is coming in and she is showing me something about numbers. So I don't know if you're very, very good with numbers or one of your children are very good with numbers, but she is remarkably like, wow, someone is very, very good with numbers. She's bringing that in who's on the earth plane. She's also bringing forwards about somebody that would have had a heart problem. And she's bringing that forwards, or they would have had palpitations. I'm really sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to get as much information from her, but she's in and out like this at the moment, this lady. But she is coming forwards and she's taking me to the month of September. But I want to go around the 19th of September for birthdays, parties, and anniversaries, my lovely. I also need to bring forward something about an oven that she's showing me. I don't know if your oven's just either broken down or there's something missing on the oven, but she's taking me to your oven. So I need to bring that forwards as well. She's also taking me to your calendar. And she's saying that someone has achieved something as well. So I need to bring that forward and bring congratulations and a well done forwards. Hopefully you're understanding this, Danielle, as I'm going along, because she's showing it to me in dribs and traps and I'm trying to give it to you the best way I can. I also need to give you sunflowers. Now I'm seeing these little sunflowers and then I'm seeing these big sunflowers. And I do feel this is within inner growth of yourself, saying how well you've actually done. And you've got to stop putting yourself down. I'm not sure about the heart. I think her birthday's September. Okay, that's fine, Danielle. That's fine, sweetheart. I do feel that's about growth within yourself. Okay. I need her to give you a little bit clearer. Just bear with me. I'm really sorry. I'm asking her to give me that information again. Your inner growth within yourself has overshined, my darling, okay? And I need to say that it is recognised by your loved ones in spirit. There is a lot of love coming from there, and there is a lot of support, and they are holding you together. I am being made aware of a child that didn't reach the earth plane, my lovely, so hopefully you can understand that. I also need to say something about Maggie. I don't know if you can take the name Maggie or Margaret. I'm really sorry, Maggie or Margaret, because she's bringing that name forwards for me as well. She's also bringing the name Stace or Stacey through as well. She seems to shorten people's names, so I need to bring that forward for you, honey. And I am being made reference about a silver car, but I need to say it's a big silver car. I don't know if the tyres have just been changed on it or one of the tyres went, there's something wrong with one of the tyres, but I need to bring that forward. So, sweetheart, I am going to leave the love there because it is in and out and it's not as strong as I'd like it to be. But the bravery card did come out for you, my lovely. And I need to say that you're braver than you'll ever imagine, and just keep going because you're doing an amazing job and you are being recognised by spirit, okay? And I am going to leave the love there. So thank you ever so much for allowing me to connect with you. And I'm going to hand back over to Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you. I feel so rude. I'm sitting here yawning, but I do feel this is part of the message. So I
That's all
do.
right, Carol. It's my voice. It's my voice.
Not at all, darling. I am going to put this message out to you all just because I do have a lovely lady stepping forward, and I do feel this is a grandmother. She makes me aware that she would have had problems with her eyesight. So I don't know if you can understand, anyone understand a nan that would have had, she's saying partially blind. I feel her right side had completely gone, and her left side, she says she could just see a little bit, bless her, shadows. I know she would have loved baking. And she would have always had like a fleece blanket. She's showing me herself in a wheelchair at the end, like a really fluffy fleece blanket. I don't know if anyone can understand this lady. She would have spoke extremely gentle with a very soft. Is that you, Stace? Do you understand where she would have been given the blanket and it would have helped her relax? I feel she got quite nervous at times, bless her. She's also saying in honestly, she's got the most beautiful voice. Annie. So I don't know if you can understand that name link to her, Stace. I've asked her who it is. I don't know if you can understand that as a daughter or it's someone in the family. Oh, bless her. She's also talking about a teddy that was placed in the chair as well at times and also in her bed. So I don't know if you can understand where she just used to feel comfortable holding things towards the end. She said her hands got extremely sore. And she'd always moan that they were aching, lover. But these soft things had kept, they'd kept her warm, she's saying. She's saying someone used to heat up like a wheat bag for her as well. She says, and they used to give me lavender. She used to moan sometimes about the smell. Do you understand that? I do feel quite shortness of breath, and as I'm talking to her, I do have a gentleman that stands extremely strong, okay? And I do feel this is her husband. Oh, bless her. And I feel that when he passed, she wasn't quite the same, bless her. Do you understand that? She missed him dearly, is what I'm being made aware of. And she said, we're together. She said, they didn't always see eye to eye, they'd bicker, but she missed him so very, very much. Do you understand this is Grandad? And she's also talking about a brother in spirit. Okay. She's talking about March being significant for birthday. She said there's more than one. She's given me 3 within the family. She's also talking about a young child as well that's recently. Come bless her. Hang on, just bear with me. I feel with this lady, she would have got extremely muddled and she would have gone round in circles sometimes just to explain what she needed. I don't know if you can understand that, Stacey. I don't mean that in a rude way, but that's what she's saying to me. It took her a while to sometimes communicate. But she just wants you to know that she's with the family. She's also talking about children in spirit. She says, I don't know if you can understand 5, but she's going like this 5. So I know that she would have loved the children. She used to love sitting there and watching them. So I don't know if you can understand that. She's talking about a teenage lad at the moment. I don't know if you can understand that's having difficulty at school. And she's talking about the kettle, bless her. She's showing me a white kettle that keeps turning itself on and on. She would always said, put the kettle on. So I don't know if you can understand where your kettle keeps turning itself on. She says in the middle of the night. She's giving me seashells for you, Stacey. And I feel she's giving them to help you relax. She's putting them up at your ear. And she's saying the sound, you need to be near the sea to relax and unwind because you've not been able to take that time out for you. She said you've had so much thrown at you, but you forget sometimes that you've got to do things for you. So she just wants to bring in she's saying all my love, bless her, but she also wants to bring in that you know, you take that time out for you more, okay? Should I know it's not easy when you've got a family. But she's placing all these seashells on your windowsill. And I do know that there's a brown one. I know, I think I got one from, gosh, from about the 80s, where they're like varnished as an ornament. So I don't know if you can understand that belonging to her, but I feel that you've got that, okay? In a bathroom somewhere. I am going to leave her love with you, but just know she's around you, giving you some support and uplifting. I think there's a scammer on, so please do ignore those messages. No one will ever message you for a reading. Right, over to you, Cheryl. Thank you, Stace, for letting me work with you.
Thanks, Cal. Bear with me a second, sweetheart. Right. If you guys could put your names in the chat for me again, and I will see where I'm directed to. I just saw a name that's disappeared. Where you gone? Sorry, just bear with me. Steph, is it okay if I work with you, my darling, please? Steph Ball, I think it is. If I've said it wrong, I do apologise. Steph Bell. I'm sorry, Stephanie Bell. Stephanie Bell, is it okay if I work with you, my lovely? Is there a delay on the comments? I think so. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. And in nature, okay. Stephanie, as I connect with you, my darling, I have got two cards that I have pulled out for you, the direction card and the in nature card. Direction cards come out, and I do feel at the moment you are going through a new change within your life, and I feel it's a positive change, but I am feeling that at this point in junction, you're not sure which way to go. I am feeling at the moment with yourself that you are feeling a kind of little bit between crossroads of do I or don't I? And I do feel at the moment you are constantly questioning do I or don't I? And it's kind of put a little bit of worry on yourself. Would that make sense to you? I'm also being made aware with this card that everything that you're going through, and I know it doesn't seem great at the moment, but everything you're going through is part of your journey of life to make you stronger. I feel that you're a very, very strong-headed person, and I feel that you're very strong-willed. But I feel at this point in junction, you are questioning, can you do it? And I need to say, yes, you can, and you will get there. The nature cards come out for you as well. So when this card comes out, this just lets me know that you need a little bit of calmness around you. And usually when the calmness comes in, it kind of helps you feel a little bit more clearer. And things that you've been holding on and festering, it will clear and it will help you manifest where you want to go, my lovely, okay? As I'm connecting with you, my lovely, I do have a young male that steps quite close. And I do want to say he was in his late 20s, mid 30s as he's stepping in, my lovely. And I do feel this gentleman would have passed in an accidental passing, as he's kind of not showing me how he passed, but he's showing me it was an accident. I do hope you can understand this gentleman coming forwards. And he said this gentleman, he would have been a jack of all trades. He would have put his hands to absolutely everything when he was on the earth plane. He would have been very, very intelligent. He would have done all the quizzes on TV when he was here. And I do know he would have had a very, very good social life as well as he comes forwards. I know that he would have always loved his he would have always loved these t-shirts as he's showing me. And I know in the summer he used to take his top off and think he was a bit of a Jack the Lad because he's coming in and he's going, yes, I had a body. And he's bringing that in as laughter. And he is saying it's about time you had a bit more laughter and a little bit more excitement in your life, because it feels at the moment you're running on a bit of a groundhog day. So things are constantly repeating and it feels like a pattern constantly happening. He is saying that at this point in junction, he's only stepping forwards to come and say hello because of the respect he's got for you, because he's seen you try and try and try. And he says that someone on the earth plane at the moment keeps kind of stopping you in your tracks. And he is saying that you need to kind of be a little bit more bolder within yourself, sweetheart, because you don't like conflict, he's told me. But he's saying you need to be a little bit bolder and put your foot down and say, do you know what? This is my path, my journey, my life, and this is how I'm going to do it. Instead of saying, okay, I'll help you, I'll do what you want me to do, then I'll go and try and do what I need to do. Does that make sense, Steph? Because that's the way he's bringing it in, and he is coming in and he's got his hands on his hip. I don't know who he thought he was when he was hip, but he's bringing it in as laughter, Steph, for you, sweetheart. He is also showing me that he really did love going on the bikes as well. He's showing me all different types of bikes. I think he went on motorbikes, where he's showing me mopeds and push bikes. So I know he liked the fast life when he was there. He's taking me to like a pub that he would have sat outside in the garden. And I believe that you probably sat outside with him just because of what he's showing me. And he's showing me these little tricks that he used to do with like little bits of paper. So that is a memory he's bringing in. And he's saying, come on, we need the fun times back, the fun times. I do feel there's a joke in between that for you, my darling, with this gentleman. And he's also showing me the doves. So I don't know if someone let off doves or birds at his funeral, but I am being made aware of that as well, my lovely, okay? And I am being made aware of the Beano magazine. I don't know if they're Beano magazines or he had a collection of magazines, but somebody still got those magazines, comics, not magazines, comics. So that's me. He's just kind of corrected me. Comics, my lovely. He used to have a collection of them. And he's also bringing in about, okay, okay. So have you just had your hair cut, or are you thinking about going to get your hair cut? Because you just showed me someone having their hair cut and coloured. I need to bring forward. So if it's not something that you haven't had done, it's something that you need doing to give yourself a little bit more upliftment. He wants to see you looking at your best again, okay? I don't know why he's bringing that in. I'm not saying you look awful, but he's saying it's time to start looking your best. It's time for you to start enjoying yourself, my darling, okay? He's also bringing in, okay. There's a tree with loads of tags on it, sweetheart. Can you understand a tree with loads of tags that would have had like little messages on the trees? You know, like the parcel tags or the suitcase tags that you would have tied on. He's showing me that, and I do feel there was a lot of messages that were done between family, friends, and everybody that knew him, because he was a very, very liked person when he was on the earth plane, and he is bringing that forwards. This gentleman loves to swim as well. He is bringing that forwards. He loves to swim. He loves to do. He throws hands to absolutely everything, and he is bringing it forward. He goes, and you were very much like that, but you've slowed down. Okay. I don't know if you've been drawing or you've been thinking about doing drawing or painting. There's something to do with canvases and paint with you, my lovely. I don't know if it's a passion of yours or something that you like doing, but he's saying, come on, it's time for you to do what you like to do. And I am going to leave this gentleman's love with you. But before I go, I need to say December the 11th is significant, and I need to say passing. And I am going to leave his love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you. And he had amazing energy, and I just want to say thank you for allowing me to work with you, Steph. Perfect, brilliant. Thank you, Kelly.
That was lovely. I am going to put this message out as well. I've got a very cheeky gentleman stepping forward. I don't know what his relation is at the moment, but I don't know if anyone can understand a gentleman that would have been like a inspector. He shows me like a clipboard, and he would have gone round offices, like building sites, and just checked that everything was in order, like a safety officer. Can anyone understand a gentleman that would have done that? He does show me when he was younger that he would have done it in the markets. He showed me walking through markets. He's mentioning Portobello, and I don't know if anyone can understand links to that part of London as well. I do know his passing was very sudden. I'm getting 44 with him is when he passed over. And I do feel it was an accident. Can anyone understand this information? He makes me aware he would have passed in the ambulance. Just seeing if anyone can understand him. He talks about a brother that he was close to. No one can. Just check the comments because he's.
I do think there's a little bit of a delay on the comment case. Just wait for them to pick up.
He does make me aware of another gentleman with him as well that would have passed of a heart condition, and I do feel this is father. He's given me the name of Ron, and I do feel this is this gentleman's name. He's going Ron. Can anyone understand this information? It's such a shame to let him go because he's. No, okay, I'm going to thank him for coming and then I'll move on. Okay, if you can put your names up for me, I'll see where I'm going.
After Heath said Ron.
Ron, yes. Can you understand that? If Hassa can just let me know yes or no, or understand any of the information. I'm just waiting for Hassa to get back to me. If she doesn't, I will have to move on.
Oh, I just jumped on. No,
Oh,
Kelly.
okay, no worries. Let me see where I'm going. If I can have names up, please. Jane Joyce, can I come to you, please? Transformations come out for you and it's open to change, okay? I feel that there are choices that need to be made. I don't know if you can understand this, and I feel that you're sort of stuck in between two things at the moment. Should you or shouldn't you sort of take that chance, I want to say, and I feel it's to do with your personal life, like moving, and also talking about work. And dance has come out and it says let your body move, okay? And I feel this is about taking that chance, taking that leap of faith, okay? And I do have a lady coming in, a very, very funny character. She'd always made you smile. And I do know this is Nan. Nan would have had quite tight curls. I don't know if you can understand this with her. She didn't go grey, she had white hair. She was silver, but she would have always joked about it, okay? She also makes me aware that she would have had like rosacea, so I don't know if you can understand that with her as well. And she would have loved wearing her makeup. But towards the end of life, I could only wear the lipstick because her skin wouldn't allow her to wear the makeup, bless her. She just wants you to know that she's come in to sort of let you know that she's got your back at the moment, because I feel at times you feel but the support's not there. You're there supporting others, okay, all the time, she's saying, but she wants you to know that she's with you every step of the way. And she's saying, yes, you can move forward in work, okay? And she wants to see you happy. She said, because at one point you used to be so happy in that role. And she says, you will be. But she says there's going to be a big change coming in, which is going to be for the better. And I do feel financially it's going to benefit as well, okay? She's talking about overseas. So I don't know if you can understand where you're thinking of traveling overseas, or that is linked to work, but she's bringing that in, okay? She's talking about mid-August with that. Just, but I know with this lady as well, she would have had quite heavy breathing towards the end. She said she had to have a pump. So I don't know if you can understand that. She's showing me like a brown and blue inhaler. So I know there was an asthma there as well with her, okay? She's talking about diabetes with herself as well. She says, but I didn't have it long. She said, I can controlled it very well, bless her. But she did like her boiled sweets. She's showing me like lemon sherbets, and she's giving me Murray mints as well. So I know she'd always had a sweet in her mouth, bless her, okay? She's saying that you're not taking care of yourself like you used to. I don't know if you can understand, Jane, where before, like she's saying 2 years ago, you used to really make sure that you was getting that fresh air, and she's saying eating your 3 meals a day. She said, but you're not at the moment because there's so much going on. You're sort of grabbing things and off you go. She said, just take care of yourself, okay, more, because you're going to feel better in yourself as well. She said, your sleep as well. She said, it's all over the place. She says, you're waking up on the hour. And that's what she said. She said, take care of yourself so you can get that good night's sleep, because you're going to feel better, okay? She's talking about a TV program that you're watching. I don't know if it's like a Netflix thing, but I'm seeing it like a series. It's the same thing that's on the telly. I don't know if you can understand that. It's like a crime thing, she's saying. And I feel you're falling asleep, waking up, and you're missing half of it. But she's just laughing about that. I don't know if you can understand that's something you're watching on TV at the moment. She's showing me a lottery ticket as well, so I don't know if you can understand where you used to do the lottery or you've stopped or something, but she's just making reference to a lottery ticket. And this is nothing to do with the lottery ticket, but she gives me the 12th of a month for a birthday. And she's also given me the 15th for a birthday. She's talking about Remembrance Sunday, okay, which is the 11th of November, but I also feel quite muddled, so I know her speech would have really muddled towards the end, bless her, and I'm finding it really hard to get my words out, so I don't know if you can understand that with her. And she's talking about the 11th of the 11th is very significant, and I do feel that's a mal passing, okay? I don't know if you can understand the time, because she's given me 11 minutes past 2 as significant. But I also want to say that you keep seeing like 1 1 or 2 2 1 1, okay, as angel numbers as well. They're coming in for you. She's talking about astrology, so I don't know if it's something you're looking into doing, but I'm seeing a lot of stargazing and things like that as well, okay? She's just bringing that in. I don't know if you understand anyone that would have kept an owl as a pet, but she's just bringing an owl in as significant. It may be a memory where you see this owl all the time, but I'm seeing it actually outside a caravan, or like so just bear with me, like a bungalow. And I feel it's like a retreat. I don't know if you can understand why she's bringing that in. I want to say with you, Jane, as well, that you're very good at writing. And she's talking about you've stopped writing. I don't know whether you had wrote short poems or short stories, but she's really nudging you to do that again. She's a lot of the experiences you've had in life, just put them to pen and paper, because you can really help people. And I feel that is something that you've been thinking about, and she's saying you can do it. I do feel you work with spirit yourself, Jane. I am feeling that strong connection. I don't know if you can understand that. Just before we go, sweetheart, there's a gentleman come in, and he has got, bless him, he's got a very old-fashioned bus conductor's uniform on, okay, and he's showing me the old route master. I do feel this is Grandad, so I don't know if you can understand that, but he's just come in. He's put his thumbs up and he's saying hello. And he wants you to know that he's with you every step of the way. But I do feel you do communicate with this gentleman yourself, sweetheart. And I want to talk about Valentine's Day also being a significant birthday, 14th of February. I am going to leave their love with you and thank you for working with me.
I've got 5 minutes really, really quickly, haven't I?
Yeah,
Guys, if you want to put your names in the thingy, I'll just pull some cards and I'll try and get through as many as you as possible until we hit the 8 o'clock mark. So let's go. Maddie Van, I'm just going to pull you a card, my darling, to try and give you a little bit of guidance from the card, my lovely, and I'll do this as many as I can. Inspiration begins now has come out for you, Maddie, okay, my lovely. So whatever you're thinking about doing, it's time to get that confidence and say, yes, I'm going to do it. It is time to use your imagination and put your imagination into plans and action. It is your time to shine now. 2025 is for you, my darling. Good times coming for you. Emma, this is for you, darling. Emma Happles. I hope I've got that right. I do apologise if I haven't. But I'm not very good with them. Darling, dance come out, sweetheart. Usually when the dance card comes out, it's only a tiny bit of guidance, sweetheart. It is time to start living life for you. Stop allowing everybody around you to hold you back. It is time for you to start having that little bit of enjoyment for you. You do far too much for others, I'm being made aware of, and it's your time to shine, okay? Get those dancing shoes out and then go enjoy life. Dawn, I'm coming to you next, darling. Dawn Marie Thompson. I'll be coming to you next. Oh, insights come out for you, darling. I am just going to have a quick look at this card for you. I need to say there's a lot of protection coming from Spirit for you at this point in time, and I am being made aware that you have been finding things a little bit hard. I need to say there is a silver lining coming your way, sweetheart, and the things that have been holding you back, I need to say the way is being cleared for you, and I can see positivity and upliftment coming your way, sweetheart. That was for you. Nicola Beckett, for you, darling. I'm going to come to you next. Transformation begins now, darling, sweetheart. Everything that you're doing is being recognized by Spirit. Just be proud of yourself. Know that you're doing absolutely everything correctly. And whoever you're looking after, they are recognizing that and they are thanking you because you're doing such a good job on the earth plane. You're an earth angel, my lovely. Kate Weezy Jones, I'm coming to you next. I hope I've got that correct. I'll try and get through as many as you as possible. Bravery's coming, my darling. Sweetheart, sometimes we have to face those fears head on, and it is your time to do that, my lovely. Make sure that you are putting that protection around yourself and you are allowing yourself to be able to express how you're feeling. It is your time to open up and allow people to know how you're feeling. We don't hold things in. We don't warrant us. Send it out into the universe and allow the universe to deal with it, my lovely, okay? That was for you. Joey, I'm coming to you next. I think this will be the last one for me, Kelly, because I'm about to lose my breath. Inspirations come, darling, out for you. And when I mean inspirations coming out, again, this is all positivity coming out for you. And it is having that sunshine coming back in your life, because I am being made aware that the winter months isn't your time of season. You do not like the winter, and the winter doesn't like you in the nicest sense, if that makes sense to you. But we are becoming into the brighter months and things are going to be a little bit more uplifting around you, and you'll be able to see things a little bit more clearer, and you'll have a lot more of understanding, and it will uplift you, my lovely. And Joey, that was for you, sweetheart. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. Kelly, I'm handing back over to you. Thank you, everybody, for this evening.
I'll do a couple quick. We've got a minute left. Right, so let me see where I'm going. If I can have your names up, please. Kim, I'll come to you quickly. Kim Stephanie. Oh, spiritual insights come out for you, okay? This card's come out quite a lot tonight, hasn't it, Cheryl? And it's all about moving forward, Kim. I just feel that you're quite stuck in a situation. I want to say you've got comfortable, sort of just plodding along, but now is time to make that change, okay? So you can start living and being you again. And I have a lady quickly stepping in for you, sweetheart, and she's saying that you do need to learn to say no so you can do things for yourself, because at the minute you keep doing things for other people. So you need to say no to them, and there's nothing wrong in saying no, because you need to be living life for you. Okay, we are at time, but I just want to say thank you all for joining us, and thank you to Veronica and Stace for having us. We will be back on here in 3 weeks time, so
See you in
thank you
3
very
weeks.
much. Look after yourselves, and we will see you soon.
Take care, everyone.
I'm trying. Oh, Lee.